Hi, in this video, we will discuss the journal entries as well as the balance sheet for issue of debentures at par. We will also solve an example sum for the same. The following are the journal entries for the issue of debentures at par where the amount is payable in lump sum. On the receipt of application and allotment money, journal entry bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account for the application and allotment money received. The amount is the application and allotment money which is received. On allotment of debentures, journal entry to be passed, debenture application and allotment account debit to percentage debentures for the application and allotment money transferred to debentures account. The amount is the application money on the debentures which have been allotted. In the case of oversubscription, the following entry has to be passed to refund the excess application money, and the journal entry is debenture application and allotment account debit to bank account for the refund of surplus application money, and the amount is the application money which has been refunded. The following are the journal entries that have to be passed when the debentures are issued at par and the amount is payable in installments. On the receipt of application money, bank account debit to debenture application account with the application money received. On the acceptance of applications, debenture application account debit to percentage debentures account with the application money on the debentures allotted. On making the allotment money due, the journal entry is debenture allotment account debit to percentage debentures account with the allotment money which is due. On adjustment of excess debenture application money in case of pro rata allotment, when there is oversubscription, the journal entry to be passed, debenture application account debit to debenture allotment account with the amount of surplus application money which is transferred to allotment because of pro rata allotment. On refund of excess debenture application money, where there is a rejection of shares due to oversubscription, the journal entry to be passed, debenture application account debit to bank account with the application money which has been refunded. On receipt of allotment money, the journal entry bank account debit to debenture allotment account with the allotment money received. On making call, debenture call account debit to percentage debentures account with the amount of call money due, and on receipt of the call money, the journal entry to be passed, bank account debit to debenture call account with the call money which has been received. Please note this very important point. In case more than one call is made, the call accounts are suitably titled as debenture first call account or debenture second call account and so on, with the last call having the suffix final. So in case the second call is the last call, then it will be referred to as debenture second and final call. So we've seen the journal entries. We will continue with example sums on the same topic of issue of debentures at par. Example sum: A Limited issued 10,009% debentures of rupees 100 each at par, the entire amount being payable on application. You are required to pass the journal entries for the above. So let's go on to the solution. In the books of A Limited, journal, we have date / serial number, particulars, LF, debit rupees, and credit rupees. The first entry is for the receipt of the application and allotment money. Bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account for application and allotment money received. The amount which is to be received is 10,000 debentures multiplied by the face value 100, which is also the issue price, comes up to 10 lakh rupees. The second entry, at the time of allotment of debentures, debenture application and allotment account debit to 9% debenture account. Application and allotment money transferred to 9% debentures account. The amount transferred, application allotment money 10 lakh rupees. So this is an example sum for issue of debentures at par where the amount is payable in lump sum payment. Example sum: X Limited issued 10,000 8% debentures of rupees 100 each, payable as follows: on application rupees 30 per share, on allotment 30 per share, and the balance on final call. The issue was fully subscribed and the debentures were allotted. We are asked to pass the necessary journal entries and also prepare the balance sheet. We'll begin with a few notes. The number of debentures issued is 10,000 debentures. The face value rupees 100 and the issue price, it's issue at par, so the issue price is also rupees 100. The breakup: on application it's rupees 30 per share, on allotment also it's rupees 30 per share, and the final call is the balancing amount. The total issue price comes up to rupees 100 per share. So the balancing figure for final call should be rupees 40. We'll begin with the solution for the journal entries and then we'll go on to prepare the balance sheet. Solution: in the books of X Limited journal, we have date / serial number, particulars, LF, debit rupees and credit rupees. The first entry is for the receipt of the application money. Bank account debit to debenture application account for application money received. The amount received is 10,000 debentures allotted multiplied by rupees 30 per share payable on application comes up to 3 lakh rupees. The next entry, at the time of allotment, debenture application account debit to 8% debentures account. On allotment of debentures, the application money transferred to 8% debentures account is 3 lakh rupees. The third entry, to make the allotment money due, debenture allotment account debit to 8% debentures account for allotment money due. The amount due is 10,000 debentures multiplied by rupees 30 payable on allotment comes up to 3 lakh rupees. The next entry, the fourth entry, is for the receipt of the allotment money. Bank account debit to debenture allotment account for allotment money received. The entire amount due has been received. The amount due as per the previous entry is 3 lakh rupees. Fifth entry is to make the debenture first and final call money due. Debenture first and final call account debit to 8% debentures account for the final call money due. The amount due is 10,000 debentures multiplied by rupees 40 per debenture payable on first and final call comes up to 4 lakh rupees. The sixth and the last entry, bank account debit to debenture first and final call for the final call money received. The amount due has been fully received. The amount is 4 lakh rupees. We've completed the journal entries. I will remove the split and we can view the full answer. That's the sum on top. The amount is payable in installments. Journal entries. The first screen. And the last screen. Let's move on to the preparation of the balance sheet. Solution. balance sheet of X Limited as at 31st March dash. We leave space for the balance sheet and go on to the note to accounts. Note to accounts. Particulars. A rupee column. The first one, long-term borrowings. It does not say when the debentures are redeemable, so we'll consider it as long-term borrowings. $10,000, 8% debentures of ₹100 each. Totals to 10 lakh rupees. The entire amount is received in cash. So note 2 is cash and cash equivalents. Cash at bank. The amount received 10 lakh rupees. We'll proceed to complete the balance sheet. We have particulars, note number, and a rupee column. Roman number 1, equity and liabilities. The first one, non-current liabilities. Under that, A is long-term borrowings. Against note number 1, amount is 10 lakh rupees. And the total is also 10 lakh rupees. We'll move on to the second part, assets. We have 1, current assets. Under that, A, cash and cash equivalents. Against note number 2, 10 lakh rupees, and the total is also 10 lakh rupees. We've completed the balance sheet. I will remove the split. We can view the full answer. This is the balance sheet. And this is the note to accounts for the balance sheet.